Tell your friends! Tell your friends about Hooks and Ladders, but also about songstudio.ca. You can get all kinds of information about songwriting, tips, and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, like, follow, and subscribe. That's what we need. That's what you need. Would you play us a song? Play us a couple.
Sure.
I'd love to hear some.
Sure.
I'm going to move out of the way.
Well, because I'm sure we're always excited to play songs that we're working on, right? So I guess I'll play this new one. It's kind of related. Earlier, I was just to test things out. I was playing an Everly Brothers song, which I found out was covered by Aha.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, so this was, I feel like every few years I write a song for, another artist, not intentionally, but this was another one where it's like, oh, that's another one that I wrote for the Everly Brothers. Too bad I can't pitch it to them, but, and that's kind of another cool thing, when you write songs with other people in mind, when you're trying to... Yeah, another way of starting, yeah. The way it was ain't so perfect. You stock the halls with your verdict, and I took the wrong advice. I tried the same thing twice. Oh, but please let me see how it ends. You live alone in a palace. You're very well known for your talents, and I thought I hated the girl, but I just hated the world. Oh, but please let me see how it ends. I lie awake at night, can't seem to sleep these days, and every compromise I'm making has a new price to pay. So dream what you want, it won't matter. Feel how you felt, only sadder. And if you care that I'll be gone, which face will you show it on? Oh, but please let me see how it ends. Oh, please let me see how it ends. Ooh.
Yeah. Do you want to do another? You want to do another one right
sure.
now? Yeah.
Sure.
That reminds me of. Do you know Lynn Miles?
Yeah.
She has a song called "More," and it's fantastic, and it kind of reminds me of that. Please let me see how it ends. it's a similar
that's
sort of
cool.
sentiment.
I'll have to listen to that.
Yeah, it's a great song.
She's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, take it away.
As I wake with no morning sun, I just wanna lay around, shake my head of stories spun of why you left town. I keep thinking of me and you. We had a good thing going. I can't stop anytime I choose, but I'm slowing. Now, is this what I get from love and losing it? You found me blue and left me like that when you walked out the room, ready and packed Alcatraz. Well, I'm sorry if you tried to call. It's nice to know you've been worried. I'm surprised that you bothered at all from what you told me. That your friends say we're better off in the chapter that's ending. We'd be sailing on a sea of love instead of drowning. Now is this what I get from love and losing it? You found me blue and left me like that when you walked out the room, ready and packed Alcatraz. Is this what I get from love and losing it? You found me blue and left me like that when you walked out the room and you never looked back. Now, is this what I get from love and losing it? You found me blue and left me like that when you walked out the room, ready and packed Alcatraz. Yeah.
So, did you say that's a new one?
Yeah, it's a new one I'm sort of
Nice.
working on there.
Yeah. Okay, and the title of it is?
The last one,
Yeah.
Alcatraz.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in what I would call the payoff position, meaning it's at the end of a chorus. In this case, could be the end of a verse, but it's sort of where it resolves. And so naturally, one would assume, although these days who knows, but naturally you'd assume that's the title, right? So I'm intrigued to know why Alcatraz and what it has to do with the rest of the song.
Well, it's another one of those heartbreak songs. Those tend to be, my favorites.
Sure.
Alcatraz. It's like certain things in life feel like a prison, and relationships can feel that way too. And it's kind of alluding to the other character. Felt like it was Alcatraz, and they had to break out.
Right. As songwriters, this should be really interesting to us, that you can do that. You can tell a story and then say one word that is rich with meaning, and it's like it casts the rest of the song in a different light.
Yeah, and another interesting thing about that popped in my mind. The first song I played had a bridge, and then this one didn't, because when I'm writing it, I feel like the song kind of tells you.
Yeah.
You kind of have like a feeling. I don't know. Maybe that's also with, the experience in writing a lot. It's like you become a great artist with how many hours again of
10,000.
playing? Yeah, 10,000. I feel like, maybe with those having the intuition, that might have something to do with it too.
Yep.
And, it's like not every song needs a bridge. Neil Young is a favorite songwriter of mine, and he has very few. And I just read Lucinda Williams' book. I don't know if there's some Lucinda Williams fans out there. I mean, she's incredible. I love her writing, and her book was so good too. And she was talking about back in the day when she got signed. It was after like Rough Trade put out her record, and a bigger company signed her, and that A&R guy came around to listen to what she'd been working on, and he was like, "There's no
single.
Yeah, these songs aren't finished because there's no bridge." And she felt really insecure about it. And then when she went home, she's like, I took out all my Neil Young records and Bob Dylan records. Like, well, they don't really write bridges too often either, And I just feel like the song really dictates that. And that particular one didn't feel like it needed it.
Well, that particular one as well has a lot of chords compared to the first one, right?
Yeah, which is probably why I felt.
Because the purpose of the bridge is usually to create a change, and that song is full of change. It's got I guess 3 different sections, and with a lot of chords. There's that climb, that very Motown climb, by the way. Yeah. I can think of about a half dozen Motown songs that do that. And so you don't really need a bridge, and I think it's important to recognize that as well. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, but if you do want your song to reach people, maybe there's some stuff you might think about, as I suggested earlier. So.
Yeah, and I still get excited, doing things that I haven't really done before, and and I was saying earlier how some songs it's just me, fooling around. And I mean, I could have played that song in a more, direct, simple way with the chords, but I just liked all that movement of like all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have played like an actual full chord
just
there,
full
but
chords,
but it also acts as inspiration to me.
Yeah.
Because then I get excited and like, oh, where can I take this? It's not just playing them the same way all the time.
Well, going back to the other song though, the cool thing about that was it didn't need that much. Like you could play full chords, but you're also doing that that which becomes a riff. It becomes a hook. If you just did it once as a habit, that's one thing. But if you write it, meaning you put it in as a feature in the song, then it becomes a hook. And
true.
And yet it doesn't need the rest of it. You can be still playing full chords otherwise.
Yeah, and I just remembered actually that I had that thing. I'd actually written a song a little earlier that was like a faster. It's that kind of almost like a Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
thing.
Johnny Cash sort of thing. Yeah.
And I didn't think the song was bad, but it didn't. I quickly forgot about it, but I remembered that I liked that kind of trick, and I wrote this other song. Oh, I wonder if it would work in that, slower, and it just sounded so great to me that I was happy, and I just threw out that other one.
Yeah, right. And it is a hook. It's a catchy thing, and cannibalizing your own songs, especially if you're a prolific writer like you are, I think is perfectly acceptable and to be encouraged probably, because you just because you wrote a song that you're not thrilled with doesn't mean the ideas in the song aren't good. There's stuff in there. Take it out and use it in other stuff. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.